Hi, welcome to Scofield Farm. I'm Carice, and today we are finally going to plant garlic. It has been, well, this is the latest I've ever planted it. It's mid-November. I usually plant around like November 1st or 2nd. I always tell people plant around Halloween, harvest around Father's Day. Well, it has been that kind of year where everything is a couple steps behind, a few weeks late, and I just say late is better than never. So I'm gonna have you join me. Today I'm going to plant Spanish red hardneck. I also have early California white. It's a soft neck variety. And then I have what's called Lore's Italian purple, I think is what it's called. They're fun. They were new to me last year. I saved some of the biggest ones of that so we could have it again. I also have a couple shallots that I'm going to plant out. And so I'll just have you join us. It's going to be vlog style. If you like this kind of stuff, I'm just going to remind you right now to hit the like button. You can subscribe. We share all sorts of growing food, raising food. We're in Northern California, Zone 9B, where we can grow food year round. We have chickens and bees. We have a dog. We have 3.5 acres, and we just keep growing and expanding every year and evolving our family, our children. We have 7 kids. So you can join us, and I'd love to have you. Hopefully this is fun and entertaining and inspiring to you. Let's get started. So one thing I do is I like to get something like a piece of bark, like a good sized piece of wood. I use it like a dibbler. I'll make my hole in the actual soil. I like to plant my garlic about 4-ish inches apart. I do like checkerboard style. This year I'm going to fill an entire garlic bed. Usually I do around the perimeter. I'm just changing up a little bit and seeing what I can get to fit into this 4x12 bed. It also has some onions that came back, some flowers. It has chives that we're going to finish up. This sage will cut back a little bit, but this is going to be my garlic bed. Possibly will spill out into another bed, but this is dedicated this year. All right, just in case you've never planted garlic, just a little reminder, you plant the pointy side up. The side that would have the roots is the bottom. I do about 2 or 3 inches down, about 4 to 5 inches apart. And they're pretty low maintenance. They take care of themselves, especially here where we have rain in the winter. It is not a lot of work to grow garlic, and that's one of the reasons I really like it. 1 clove will produce an entire head or group of cloves when you harvest. So it's an amazing multiplication kind of effort. It's always nice to see worms in the soil. That is a great sign that the soil health is really good. Okay, so I'm just making my holes about 4-ish inches apart, and I'm gonna have my kids go behind me and put in the clove pointy side up. And you'll see here, I kind of like to do it what I call checkerboard style. So I will come through and I'll make a little hole in between the holes I've already made. I really don't want to have my wood chips fall into the hole. That's not very helpful, but we'll see. These are also onions I have coming back. I'm going to actually separate them because it'll be 2 onions. This will be 3 onions. I'm going to space them out a little bit just to replant and get food from those. This is pretty easy. I'll just kind of separate them out and replant them. I always say many hands make light work, so we have help today. 2 of my boys, my husband, and my dog. Good job, buddy, helping us with the garlic. Good job. Over here, I'm gonna plant some shallots. I actually have some that I didn't harvest. I'm just gonna plant a couple more here, just pop them in the ground real fast. With shallots, you plant this, and this will become a little bunch of them. Similar way, pointy side up, the root side goes down. All right, easy as that. Shallots here in the future. It'll be this little tucked in area. We have those shallots coming up. This is going to be delicious later on. We are putting bone meal in the holes after planting. Bone meal is high in phosphorus and it's great for root veggies and root development and for the bulb development of the garlic. I'm gonna come over to this bed to start a different type of garlic while they work over there. I'm gonna do the Lours, I think is how you say it, the Lours soft neck garlic. It's an Italian, it smells so good. I wish I could show you, have you smell it? I don't know what that even means. Brushing this aside, we have so much going on today. We had a soccer game and then my girls have dance I gotta pick them up from. And then we've got a fun theater show that my niece is in. So I always love to share with you guys how we grow food and we garden and we do this stuff in real life time, often in little windows of time in between things. It can be done. You don't have to be able to devote endless hours to grow food. I actually had a video about can you grow your own food in 10 minutes a day, and I really do believe that it is possible to grow food in small windows of time. And the reason I believe it is because I have done it a lot. There's lots of ways to be able to provide for your family in the time windows and pockets that you have. I'll link that video in the description below. I'll also link a video all about growing garlic. I did one that was more comprehensive of explaining things last year. I'll put that down there too in case you have never grown garlic before and you want more info. Some of these cloves of this variety are really nice size and they smell so good. Look at that. This is a great clove of garlic. That's a nice big one that already is starting to sprout. Almost done with this variety in just the pockets open of this bed. I actually find doing multi-sowing beds, interplanting, is a very effective way of growing food. All right, could I fit one in here? I don't know. I think I might have hit my limit in this bed, and I have just a handful left. Maybe we'll eat these with dinner instead of planting them. I think I might have hit my limit in this bed. All right. topping off with bone meal. We have this whole area. This is gonna be so delicious. Oh, garlic's one of my favorite things to plant, for sure. So I have to run and get my girls from dance, but they're gonna keep working out here while I go get them. We're gonna cover them up. They have, I think, the hardneck in that bed planted. They still have to do the early California white over there. But this is going really fast. Like, this could be so much longer than it's taking. I feel like we're just like pounding this thing out. Are earthworms scary over here? Okay, all I need you to do, wow, that is a big earthworm. Don't hurt it. That is beautiful. No. All right, my son's just gonna smooth the soil over all of the garlic. Don't forget this other side too, okay, buddy? And then we're gonna let the rain be what waters it. It's supposed to rain a couple days. It's plenty wet in here, so I'm not actually gonna even water it in. Just gonna smooth out over there, and then we will call this good for now. Okay, I'm back from picking up my girls from dance, and my boys and my husband finished this bed. I want to show it to you. I'm super excited. Guys, garlic is one of my favorite things, and I was starting to think that we would not get it planted. It was like everything was against us, from smoke to rain to my husband getting migraines. It just has been a adventure to get this thing planted. Let me show you this. Okay, so we're gonna have an entire bed of garlic. This side is hardneck, this side is softneck, and when the time comes to harvest the garlic scapes, I'll show you how you know it's hardneck or softneck, because the scapes come up on the hardneck. I have not done a whole bed like this for quite a while. I usually do just the perimeter and plant in between, but I want to remind myself next year to not plant tomatoes here, and the bed will be taken up with onions and garlic, so I will not be tempted. I want to give this bed a rest from tomatoes. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you in the next video. And this garden is going to finally be transitioned to a cool weather garden at some point. I mean, let's hope it's before December, but there are no promises. Real life, folks, real life. See you then.